Welcome to our mock interview pro guide for aspiring clinical laboratory scientists. Today, we're diving into some key interview questions you might face and providing helpful tips on how to answer them like a pro. Let's kick things off with our first question about teamwork in the lab. Can you share an experience where you had to work together with a team to tackle a difficult problem in the lab? This question helps interviewers see how well you collaborate with others when faced with challenges. Here are some tips to help you structure your answer effectively. Think of a specific project or issue you dealt with as a team. Clearly explain the problem you encountered. Focus on your role and contributions within the team. Discuss what solutions were implemented and their impact. Highlight the importance of teamwork and collaboration. Now, let's look at an example of how you might answer this question.
In my previous role at XYZ Lab, we had an issue with inconsistent test results from a new analyzer. I worked with a team of 4 to investigate the calibration procedures. Leading the analysis of data discrepancies, I suggested adjustments to the calibration process. This resulted in consistent results, improving our accuracy and reducing the need for retesting by 30%.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for clinical laboratory scientists. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time you had to troubleshoot an unexpected equipment failure in the lab. This question allows interviewers to understand your problem-solving skills and ability to handle unexpected situations. Let's go over some tips to help you craft a strong answer. Start by describing the specific equipment and what went wrong. Outline the steps you took to figure out the problem. Mention any teamwork or communication with manufacturers that helped. Explain how the issue was resolved and what the positive impact was. Reflect on what you learned from the experience. Here's an example of how you might respond to this question.
In my previous role, our centrifuge suddenly stopped during a critical sample run. I immediately checked the power supply and fuses, then consulted the manual for troubleshooting steps. After confirming the power source, I discovered a loose connection and secured it. Fixing this allowed us to complete the tests on time and highlighted the importance of regular equipment checks.
Can you describe a situation where your attention to detail prevented a potential error in test results? This question assesses your attention to detail, which is crucial in maintaining accuracy in lab results. Here are some pointers to help you answer effectively. Pick a specific situation that provides clear context. Describe what could have gone wrong without your intervention. Explain the actions you took to ensure accuracy. Highlight the positive outcome of your careful attention. Emphasize the importance of detail in lab work. Let's look at an example answer to guide you.
In my previous role, I noticed a discrepancy in sample labeling that could have led to incorrect test results. I double-checked each label against patient records and alerted my supervisor. This attention to detail prevented potential misdiagnoses and reinforced our sample management protocols.
What would you do if you discovered a colleague taking shortcuts that could compromise patient safety? This question evaluates your ethical judgment and commitment to patient safety. Here are some strategies for addressing this kind of scenario. Stay calm and assess the situation objectively. Gather specific examples of the shortcuts being taken. Privately discuss your concerns with the colleague involved. If necessary, report the issue to a supervisor or authority. Always prioritize patient safety and adhere to protocols. Here's how you might articulate your response.
I would calmly observe and gather evidence of the shortcuts. Then, I would approach my colleague privately to express my concerns and encourage them to reconsider their actions. If the situation didn't improve, I would report it to my supervisor, prioritizing patient safety above all else.
How would you manage a situation with multiple urgent test requests and limited resources? This question assesses your ability to prioritize tasks and manage time efficiently under pressure. Let's explore some strategies for handling such a scenario. Prioritize tests based on clinical urgency and patient needs. Communicate with your team to delegate tasks effectively. Use time management skills to streamline workflows. Keep open communication with providers about timelines. Document your decisions and actions for accountability. Here's an example of how you might answer this question.
I would first assess the urgency of the test requests and prioritize them based on patient needs. Then I would communicate with my team to delegate some tasks to ensure we can meet the demands efficiently. I'd also keep providers informed about our progress to manage expectations effectively.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.